Hi, this is Quinlan, and today I'm not out in the mountains, but at one of my favorite liquor stores, Jewichiya, in the center of Morioka, with Sharla.
Hey!
And as you might guess from where we are, we're going to talk about sake today. I want to introduce newer types of sake because sake isn't only just that this is sake, drink it hot or drink it cold.
Yeah, it's really
with
evolving
sushi.
nowadays, and
Yeah.
the shop does some really cool stuff.
And there's a place in Tokyo called Kurand. I've never been there, but they contacted me and sent me a couple bottles of
No
sake.
way, a bonus.
And yeah, no, it's my first time. I got free stuff. I've never gotten free anything, so I'm overjoyed. Free sake. For about 2,000 yen for 2 hours or 3,000 yen unlimited time, you can get all you can drink sake.
3,000 yen
Well,
unlimited.
hundreds of types. You get like a cup and you go around. It sounds like a recipe for
dangerous.
disaster.
Yeah.
If you go through Tokyo after all this is passed, you may want to stop by there and taste all the sake.
Yeah,
Okay.
great way to try some high quality sake.
All right, so it's time to start the tasting. This is Mori, and I think it's going to be your new favorite sake.
Really?
Why it's going to be your favorite sake is it's just so smooth, so light, aromatic. It's just delicious. Should introduce Masanori-san again. Hey, thank you so much for letting us film here.
Thanks so much.
Last summer, I did a video with him in which he introduced some of his delicious sake cocktails, one of them being
good.
A sake piece.
the sake piece. Yeah. So there's a card up here. Check out that video featuring Masanori-san. This is a Junmai Ginjo, and it says Morioka Mukasui, meaning that it's unfiltered and they didn't add any extra water. Ooh, so you see that? Wow, it's like champagne. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Oh wow, I see why you like that.
Right?
Had a full body.
Wow.
Oh, and so he's already, notice we immediately started drinking it, and the pro over here is like, he's just smelling it still.
Wow, so good.
So what immediately I find is that there's a sharpness that hits your tongue from the carbonation,
Yeah.
and then a sweetness.
A little bit of banana taste. No?
Yes!
Yes.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
A little bit of bitter.
Really, bitterness.
Yeah, bitterness.
But it's so easy to drink.
Yeah, easy to drink. Yes.
Yeah.
So what I would say about this though, is if you ever have a chance to buy it, this is the sake for people who aren't sake lovers. I think this is a really broad appeal. So yeah, this is dangerous because you could drink it all night and not know. So okay, let's do a star system.
Okay.
I'll give it 5 stars because this is one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
5. It's
Yeah,
really
great,
good.
Very great. 3.
3 stars? Okay. But that's why you don't want to give reviews on a Japanese site, because they'll say it was good, 3 stars, you know?
Oh, lovely. I loved it.
Depends on you.
Yeah. Okay, well this is good. That's why we brought him along.
Ah, good. Good one, yes.
Okay. All right, so the next one is from the Kurand Sake Market, the Science Brothers, the Rike Kyodai. Because this is the Science Brothers, let me bring up a tiny bit of the science, which I know that both of you are aware of, but maybe you're not, is that when you look on a bottle of sake, you'll see something called the Seimai Buai.
Actually, I have no idea what that is.
It's on the back of the bottle here,
See my...
Buai. And this is the milling ratio. This one says 60%. And
So how much they've shaved off the rice grains? Is that
Bingo.
what it is? Okay.
it's not that they've shaved off 60%, but that they shaved off 40% and 60 remains.
60. Oh.
So the lower that percentage, the higher the quality, generally
Right.
more delicate the sake is.
Right.
That's our science moment.
Huh.
All right, let's drink.
Cool.
Very like a manga.
Yeah.
Maybe younger generation makes this design maybe.
Makes sense.
Maybe. And
Bye-bye.
yeah.
Ooh, you already, what
This
do you
smells
get?
like a Fukushima one. Yeah.
You can tell that it's
Wow.
Fukushima by the smell.
Yeah. This is very typical. Maybe rice or water or
Okay, so it tastes the same, but what is that taste? How would you describe this flavor?
apple.
Apple?
Apple.
Yeah, apple.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I see it. That is actually. He's good. Or I thought is he brainwashing us? Does it really
Yeah,
taste like
yeah,
apple,
yeah.
or is it just suggestive? Let me try. It tastes like walnuts. No, maybe not. This is light, easy to drink. It's
Yeah.
a little bit sweet, but not too sweet.
Right.
Also smooth.
Yeah, not sweet.
I also would say this has a broad appeal, but it does have a little bit of that Junmai sourness to it.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, acidity.
Tart. Yeah.
Tart, acidity. And the jargon I just said. So Junmai is a type of sake, but this is a Junmai Ginjo. Junmai means there's no added brewer's alcohol. Anything that has no brewer's alcohol is a Junmai, and they tend to be a little heavier, have a little bit of acidity. Brewer's alcohol, you think, why are they adding it? Those cheapos, isn't there enough alcohol? But no, it's not about that. Originally, they would add alcohol because it would get rid of any bad bacteria during the making process, but now the processes are so advanced, you don't need it for that reason.
Right.
Adding a little brewer's alcohol, and then correct me if I'm wrong, it lightens the aroma a little bit and makes it a little bit sort of, so they do it for flavor adjustment more than anything
and
else.
also it makes a dry taste. Very dry taste.
Okay, so what do you give it? How many stars?
4. I don't like it as much as the first one, but it's very nice. Yeah.
Agreed. I would give this 4 stars for me because I could drink this all night. I like it, but at the same time, it's for me. The other one has that sharpness to the carbonation,
Yeah, I
which
really
puts it
like
over the top.
carbonation.
And this is good. I like it, but it's not like the best ever in my mind.
Right.
That's a terrible thing to say. This is wonderful. It's a wonderful sake.
Yeah, I've never tasted this type of balance.
Wow, so you're really impressed.
like
Yeah.
So okay, so our
How many
aficionado
stars?
here, what do you give this then out of 5?
3.
It's like surprised him. Okay, it's 3 stars.
Yes, very good sake.
Tough room. Now we have the lone Iwate sake, and this was suggested by Masanori-san. So I will leave the explanation to you. Tell us about this.
This sake produced from the Kitakami called Kikuzakari Brewery. It tastes. No, let's drink.
That's right.
So,
But this is a modern place because they also make a sake called Taxi Driver.
They do the taxi
yeah, very interesting sake. Complex taste.
Thank you. Very complex, like Masanori-san.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Whoa. I've never had a sake like that before.
Like so fruity.
Very.
I can anzu in Japanese. Apricot, yes, apricot.
Your power of suggestion is working again. I now have a firm image of apricot with every sip I take. I don't know if it was there before, if he's put it into my mind, but
I'm
yeah.
flattered.
I would have said peach, maybe. Oh, I could have.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Peach.
I would say this is it's got a rich body. It's thicker. It has a warm throat feel that some of the other ones didn't. You feel a little bit more
That's
like
so
you're
true.
drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
you know?
it's really warm.
It goes. Is this again a nama? Yeah, it is a nama. It's a Genshu, nama Genshu, which is for me unpasteurized.
Yeah.
And Genshu means they didn't add any water or anything to it. They just squeezed it out directly.
Oh.
And in my experience, if something says Genshu and you drink it, you get that
get that
more
burning.
throat,
The
warmth.
warmth.
I would say this is great for people who like drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say it's not a starter sake. It's very
wait,
strong.
Wait.
He's gone. This is another thing that I personally could drink this all night.
It's
I
so
really like this.
flavorful.
Yeah. You could do it with food, but you don't need food with this. This is so complex. It's like, yeah. Oh, he's back.
Add the water.
water.
Add the water, yes. It changed the taste.
Wow.
Just a little bit.
I love this. This experimentation is great.
I think it was a little more strong.
soft. Yeah, more soft.
What he just did is fantastic. Remember, this is something you could do, especially if it's a Genshu. For most Genshu, this is where you can add just a tiny bit of water and experiment with it to
so
adjust
much
the
easier
flavor.
To drink.
Yeah, not only Genshin, but also
Really?
More 15% of the alcohol is also good. It's easy to drink when you add water. Yes, I feel more peach when you add
Apricot to peach.
Alright,
Yeah, it's wonderful.
how
Like
many
it.
stars?
Excellent. I give this 5 stars personally.
I'm gonna say 4, just based on personal taste. Like it's definitely on the high end of sakes.
Me?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say 3.
I really like I love it.
You love it so.
So 3.
Excellent. All right, on to the glass. We had a little bit of technical difficulties here and alcohol difficulties as well. This is the Matcha Liquor, and it's a liqueur, not a sake, and it's incredibly thick looking. You shake it before you pour it, so we shook it up and poured it there. And so let's give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It
Smells
so strong.
Matcha.
Wow. This is, yeah?
I love it.
Really?
I actually really like this. It is thick and it is sweet, but it's like a smoothie.
It's very sweet. It's very floral. It reminds me of jasmine tea a little bit.
I think I'm just a suggestible person. Every fruit he tells me, I suddenly taste it. She just said jasmine tea, and suddenly I'm like in a Chinese restaurant eating Chinese jasmine tea.
Yeah, there's something very floral about it. Like I feel like normal matcha is really grassy.
Yeah.
This one is really floral for some reason.
Yeah.
I think that this would be much better for me personally on the rocks. I think that it's so thick I'd want it with a lot of ice.
It's very syrupy.
Yeah, ice is very good.
Have you ever poured Kahlua on vanilla ice cream?
Yeah.
I do that. Well, no, whenever you guys can.
This would be perfect.
This would be like that. Pour this on vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, great.
How many stars?
I know what he's gonna say.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you think?
I'm gonna say 2 for me.
Oh?
2.
2?
Now he's gonna say 3 stars.
I say 5. I really like this.
5?
Yeah, I really like this. It's delicious.
Yeah. I'll say context dependent. I wouldn't drink this like I drink normal sake, but for what it is as a dessert thing, I'll give it 4.5 stars.
Wow, high score. Wow.
It's really good. I'm not gonna sit and drink this with dinner or something, but for like a dessert, this is like top-notch dessert. Love it.
This is a sake? No, Greek.
It's a liqueur, not a sake. Yeah.
It's not
It's not technically sake.
Yeah.
There's
So as a liqueur, how many stars?
That's a very cool. 2.9.
Whoa! It wasn't 3. Under 3. Does that mean you hated it?
No, not hate.
This would be a really cool souvenir. Like this is so Japanese.
Yeah.
That would be
it's
great to
very
bring back to
interesting.
your family. Yeah.
Smoothie, maybe.
Yeah. We mix it in a smoothie with ice cream, like milkshake.
Yeah, it's a very good.
Milkshake.
I give you a 5 stars.
Oh my god, you heard it for 5 stars. Well, I think we drink much more than this, and we're gonna start getting wobbly in the knees, and I'm gonna be less coherent than I usually am.
Probably.
So this has been wonderful. Maybe we'll do this again, and also try more of his sake cocktails next time, as it is hot summer. Meanwhile, here we'll be back to the mountains soon. I've been out to Chokai-san, where you guys were. You were looking at me. So the video where she was looking at me when I was on the summit.
On top of it.
Yeah, I have that video in the works, and so we'll get that soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the trails.